world's most popular religion, emerged during the time of ancient Rome. Even Christmas is an ancient Roman holiday. Governing concepts between Senate, Caesar, and Capitol Hill originate in ancient Rome. The modern world cannot be understood. And in this video we will learn what ancient Rome is. Well, ancient Rome is a civilization founded in Rome in the 8th century BC. And lasted for about 1,250 years and at its peak stretched from the Persian Gulf to London. The ancients used to divide the period of Rome into 4 subperiods: the monarchy, the republic, the empire, and the divided empire. The period of the Roman monarchy begins with the legend of Remus and Romulus, attributed to the year 753 BC and ending in the year 509, after the Romans deposed the king and founded the republic. The period of the republic lasted until the coronation of Octavian as emperor in 27 BC. During the period of the republic, a small light Rome grew up in the center of Italy. The empire controlled the entire Mediterranean basin and Western Europe. Rome conquered Italy in the 3rd century BC. In the 2nd century Carthage and Greece, and in the 1st century BC France, England, and the Middle East. However, most of all, Rome degenerated into a bloody civil war that lasted for about a century. At the height of the war, Julius Caesar with his army reached the Rubicon and was stabbed to death by supporters of the Senate. The war ended when Octavian was victorious and became the sole ruler of the empire. The period of the financial empire in the dynasties of emperors, some excellent and some terrible. In murderous regime changes, in iconic sons, in the construction of roads, and in the continuation of the occupations. Until the empire reached its peak in 117 with the conquest of Mesopotamia. During the empire, the Romans suppressed the rebellions of many peoples. They are the Great Rebellion and the Bar Kokhba Rebellion. The empire period ended after 50 years of bad emperors that almost brought the empire down. Until in 284 the emperor Diocletian split the empire into 2 political entities. The Western Empire, whose capital was Rome, and the Eastern Empire, whose capital was Byzantium. The period of the divided empire was characterized by the spread of Christianity and the migration of the German peoples within the empire. Until in 476 the last emperor of the Western Empire was killed and no new emperor was crowned under him. After reviewing the history of ancient Rome, let's look at other periods related to it. And let's start with the civilization that greatly influenced Rome, ancient Greece. The period of ancient Greece in 800 BC. The Greeks established city-states around the Aegean Sea and later established colonies around the Mediterranean. Among all the cities, 2 stood out: Sparta, which became a military city, and Athens, which in 508 BC becomes a democracy. In 500 BC, the Greco-Persian Wars broke out, which ended after 50 years in the June victory, and the establishment of the Athenian Empire. In 431 a war broke out between Athens and Sparta, which ended with a Spartan victory. In 336 the kingdom of Macedon took over all of Greece. Alexander's coronation, he turned east, defeated the Persian Empire and took control of all its territory. Alexander's empire split into 3 kingdoms which the Romans conquered one after the other. Until in 30 BC they took over the entire Mediterranean basin. The civilizations of ancient Rome are divided into East and West. And let's start in the East. In 476 the Western Roman Empire was destroyed. However, the Eastern Roman Empire remained intact and was known as Byzantium. Not only that, Byzantium remained an empire in 540 managed to conquer Rome and territories in Italy, Spain, and North Africa. The great danger to Byzantium came from the east in 638. Muslims occupied Jerusalem and regularly threatened the capital Constantinople. Even this did not calm the Byzantines, and in 1054 the Orthodox Church separated, which was centered in Constantinople, from the Catholic Church and the Pope in Rome. The Byzantines continued to fight Muslims and Catholics, until in 1453 the Ottomans conquer Constantinople. For about 1,000 years the Byzantine Empire ceased to exist. In Western Europe the fall of the Western Roman Empire marked the beginning of the early Middle Ages. The Germanic tribes continued to move further into Western Europe, and the disintegration of the central government led to a decrease in production, agriculture, trade, and infrastructure. The population has dwindled by about 50% and Europe is becoming a backward continent. The German tribes established weak kingdoms: the Lombards in Italy, the Saxons in England, and the Franks in France. The Frankish kingdom in France took over most of Western Europe and entrenched feudalism for centuries to come. In 800 the Pope crowned Charlemagne, king of the Franks, as emperor of the Roman Empire. thus became the pope for the entire medieval period. In 880 the Frankish Empire is divided into 3 kingdoms that will form the basis of France, Germany, and Italy. In the 9th and 10th centuries, the Vikings raided Britain and northern France, and later also on the center of France, Germany, and Italy. Historians date the end of the early Middle Ages to about the year 1000, when the population in Western Europe began to grow and recover, on its way to becoming the most advanced continent in the world. So far ancient Rome from the bird's eye view. See you in the next video.